again. All right, so I've got to figure out. I can't like flip the camera around. Well, I don't know, guys. Let's back this up a little bit. It's going to be really hard to read comments, I think. The fingers crossed, yeah. Okay, much better.
It's much better.
All right. Might just have to read the comments on your phone. Let me move the dog's blanket here. All right, that ought to work, right? All handmade said, hey, David. Alex, yep, much better. Good morning. Hey, like a bully. Driving and listening. All right, man. Be careful out there. Be safe.
You want to look at my phone to read the comments?
Alex said, all the way across the pond. Hey, Alex. Hey. All right. Let me comment. Right. Now you're a moderator. All right. So now this should be a lot better. Now I can see it on her phone. Plug it in so it don't die here. Desiree says sound is way better. Yeah, and I don't know if it's going through the phone or if it's going through my headset, so I'm not gonna put my headset back in the little charger because I don't want it to mess up the audio. All handmade. Hey, never too late. Off the wall prepper. What's up? Yeah, guys, I'm thinking. We're kind of thinking about doing another Saturday live. Possibly bringing in off the wall prepper, and I'd like to get a few others in there. Specifically, some people who actually. Unlike the last live, we had someone in there that didn't really know what they were talking about. They were blowing smoke. But yeah, I want to have a better Saturday live, and we got to figure out exactly what topics we're going to discuss on that. I've kind of talked with Off the Wall Prepper a little bit about that, and so we have a little bit of a direction that we're thinking on that. I'd like to have Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show in there and have a more positive live, something that I don't have to delete off of YouTube. You know, I had to kind of go through like some of the stuff he was saying and everything, and he was stating it as fact when it was not. So I ended up taking that down. Somebody did end up reporting that video on YouTube, and I didn't get a strike for it, but they did like limit the monetization. They had it limited, and I put it back up for a little bit, and then I thought about it some more, and then talked about it with a few people, and they're like, yeah, just take it down. It is complete BS anyway, so yeah, took it down. I'm not going to have that kind of stuff on my channel. I had no way of really, you know, proving what his background was or anything like that. So, yeah, wasn't going to keep that on there. Off the Wall Prepper said, yeah, let's do it. I'm in. I'm hoping Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show will come in if he can. Grumpy, if you'd like to do that, get with me and let me know a time that would be good for you. I'm thinking it probably later in the afternoon would probably be better for all of us. So we'll have to figure out a good time for that. I know Grumpy Grandpa, he does his own research. I am not that good at doing research on that kind of stuff, but the little bit of research I did, you know, the person we were discussing it with kept trying to steer away from that and kind of go his own little way on it. So I just sit back and started eating some popcorn and listen to the Chit Show. I almost wanted to call it the Saturday CHIT show, but you know we can't go that far off the wall, right? I would actually like to keep it more along the lines of prepping and homesteading, how those two go hand in hand, and how you can make prepping a a part of your everyday life, to where it's just a way of life, the way you live, like we always did, when I was growing up, like my grandma putting soap in a pantyhose instead of throwing away that last little bit of soap. I mean, she grew up through the Great Depression, and I mean, were you in the Great Depression? Like you were just little.
Young.
You were pretty young. But like my grandma, she grew up through the Great Depression here in Oklahoma, and man, she saved everything, didn't she? Like I remember the old glass peanut butter jars. They were like this tall, about that big around, had a yellow lid on it.
Put cereal
And
in
she
it.
put cereal in that, like to keep, bugs and stuff like that out. We had, well, we lived in Miami, or my grandma lived in Miami, Oklahoma, and catty corner from the co-op. And so those little boll weevils and stuff that would come in from the co-op and the grain and stuff, she had to worry about that getting cereals and things like that. So she would, instead of buying the Ziploc bags, she kept those glass jars. And everything she could get a coupon for, she couponed everything. And that's literally how they paid for their house. She figured it up, like all the money she saved, couponing, paid for their home. They had that house and the one next to it. I remember her telling me that one time. I was like, wow, really?
There's a lot
All right.
of coupons.
Let's see here. Off-ball prepper, let's talk prepping, Dave. That's right. I want to talk prepping, and I'd love to have Grumpy Grandpa in there if he could come in, just to have him on the show. And I'm sure he could probably, throw a few things in there. Kind of, when you're around in this world for quite a while, you have the ability to kind of see what's coming. And I would like for Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show to bring in the all-in Alexa softball and tell us the future, what they think is going to happen. All right. Let's see here. Man, boy, the chat is going today. You got 13 in here, it looks like. Let's see how many thumbs up we got. Man, I don't see any thumbs up. What's going on with the thumbs up, guys? Let's hit that thumbs up. Green stamps. Yeah, I remember green stamps too. Didn't we have that at Petro? I think when we worked at Petro, that's when they were phasing out green stamps. That was 97, 98. I think 90, I can't even remember when I turned 16. To 96. I want to say at 96 probably I turned 13 or 16. Anyways, when I turned 16, that's when I first started working there, and they were starting to phase out the green stamps. I see on mine that somebody tagged me in a comment, but I don't see it on here. Only 8 thumbs up. Possum Run says only 8 that I see. Alright, yeah, I didn't see any on this phone. Off the Wall says, reach out to me about time. We are going to the Amish Apple Festival. Yeah. So I'll talk between you and Grumpy. I'll see if he wants to come on or not. I'll try to get a hold of him. I don't know if he's in here on this one right now. Haven't seen him, but yeah, I definitely want to get with you on that because I mean I've been watching a lot of your videos about the dollar preps and stuff like that, and all the different things you can do to prepare, like saving every little penny you can on everything, and having water stores, for in the wintertime. Let's say like here she's on city water. They have all kinds of problems here, don't they, with their city water?
Yeah.
They'll shut it off for a little bit, then it's rusty, Yeah, just crazy stuff. And I mean, you just got to always be prepared. Like, her main heat source is electric. And, well, she's got a gas heater over here that she bought brand new, installed it and everything, and then fighting with the gas company for about a year now to get them to come out. And because of the sea, she can't get them to come out here. You've had it pressure tested, right? She had a plumber come out and pressure test it, called the gas company, went through all the hoops and everything she's supposed to go through, and they still haven't come out here to turn it on. So I mean, and that's been a year. So I don't know if she's gonna have to get like
Oh, we have to have the pressure test done again.
That's sad. I'd say probably just get
Another
like
$100 for it. I told him I was just gonna go to propane. I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna mess with it.
like a one of those Mr. Buddy heaters, like Adam from Likeably Homestead. He's got a little 2-burner Mr. Buddy heater, and they're under $80 at Academy, I believe. You can get them online, and you could get like those 20-pound cylinders. You know, for someone like her, a 20-pound cylinder, they cost like $20 plus tax to exchange down here at the store. You can get like 2 or 3 of those. That'll last you a good little while. 2 or 3 of those is a pretty good little backup. Probably get you through a week. Or you can get like a 100-pound propane tank, and that'll last you a good while. But you can't pick it up. You'd have to have someone come and pick that thing up and load it. So you probably want to go with like the 20-pounders, because you could actually move those. But yeah, just things like that is kind of what we want to talk about. Things that people can do, be prepared for the winter. It's not just preparing for end times or if the economy, messes up. We're talking about, bad weather occasions, earthquakes, tornadoes, stuff like that. Let's see here. We get back in the chat. Dragonfly said, I used to cut coupons all the time, but never see them now. No more Sunday paper. Yeah, I think nowadays a lot of it's online. The coupons and stuff, extreme couponers and stuff out there, they know how to do it. I haven't been watching any videos on that. That'd be something probably more along my wife's things to do. Let's see. Grumpy Grandpa says, hey, looks and sounds great. I'm back. Hey, Grumpy. I need to get with you. We're sitting here talking about this Saturday at some time probably. If the day needs to change, we could probably change the day too. But I'd like to get you and I was just talking about it, Off the Wall Prepper in here. I'd love for Grumpy Grandpa to bring in the Alexa softball and kind of tell us what the Alexa softball thinks is coming down the pipe. And then we want to talk preps and stuff like that with you guys, with both of you. Dollar preps, that kind of thing. Couponing on that kind of stuff or whatever. Ways that, you guys are, I know Grumpy's a bit older than me, got a little more experience. He does some research and things that going on in the world. I know you guys, you do some prepping and stuff also. So yeah, I'd love to have you guys on and just have a really positive live that I don't have to delete. we want factual stuff. Of course, Alexa is going to tell us the future, hopefully. Grumpy Grandpa says, just got done figuring out StreamYard. I should be good. Alright. No, I don't want to put him in timeout. What the heck? Come on now. Just some good old common sense coming your way on Saturday. On your channel, or are you coming on my channel? All handmade. This customer, tell us who's with you again, please. Oh, guys, if you, I talked about it in the first part. This right here is my mom. This is Betty England, guys. I'm at my mom's house. The reason I'm here is because her steering wheel is locked up on her Blazer, and we're trying to figure out what in the world's the deal with that. I don't know if it's the lock tumbler in there or whatever, but that thing is locked up, tight as can be. We can't get the key to turn over, so. Oh, let's see. Okay, Grumpy said no, yours. Okay, all right. Now I'm trying to make you a moderator, but, oh yeah, I can't do it on this one. Let me go up here to mine. I'm using her account to watch the thing. Let's see. All right, Grumpy, you are now a moderator. All Handmade is a mod. Let's see. I'm gonna pick out a few more mods here. Let's see. Dragonflies, you are now a mod. Awesome Run, you are now a mod. Alex, I don't know if you want the responsibility of being a mod. Where
What does the
is
mod
it?
do?
Mods can get rid of stupid comments and stuff and block people
Oh,
when they're doing stupid stuff. What is she up to now? So I spoke of bartering because I didn't know if you wanted more said, and I didn't want to wear out my welcome. Well, that's no problem. What is she up to now? Let's see. Well, come on. Alright, it's not letting me select anymore for some reason. Crazy Ed, are you in here? You are now, Crazy Ed. It won't let me go up any further in the chat and select them as a mod. It won't let me select them at all. So, alright. We've got a few more mods in here. Yeah, there you are. You're Smurfy now. Got 17 people in here, or no, 16 people in here, 17 thumbs up. Let me show you my mom's dog. Here's her dog. He's like, oh, put me down. Oh, put me down.
the rat.
He about knocked the tripod over a minute ago. Dragonfly said, awesome, thanks. Sousa home. Hey, good morning. I'm here at my mom's house, hanging out with her right now. Figured I'd do the live from here. Oh, I'm getting old. Every time I say that, it makes her feel even older.
I was gonna say, what? You're not old.
I'm 43. I'll be 44 in January. Crazy Ed said, who is that behind you? Now he retracted his message. That's my mom right there, guys. That's Betty England. Dragonflies says, oh, he's a cutie. Yep. What's his name again?
Waldo.
Waldo. I call him Bud. What's up, Bud? I cannot remember Waldo. I actually have a buddy I used to work with at Petro. Glenn, you remember him? Yeah. He looked just like Waldo, and we were like, hey, where's Waldo? He'd be like, shut up. Gave him crap. Actually, I can't remember that. Cedric, I think his name was. He became a pro football player. A big old colored guy that I worked with at Petro. He was a college student. Coolest guy ever. And, you know, got to hang out with him and everything, working out there. And he become a pro football player. It's like, man, it's crazy. All Handmade said, only as old as you feel. Some days I feel really old. Today I'm running on coffee and Excedrin, and I took about 4 tablespoons of pure raw local honey to help with my throat. My daughter's like, oh, a friend of hers in school that she was sitting next to had strep throat,
Oh wow.
I'm like, yeah, I guess you can call it that. I call it a sinus cold. Uh, it rained, what was it, yesterday? And when it rained, I mean, it was almost instant. My sinuses just went crazy. It was, well, no, it was Saturday.
I was gonna say it did
It was
rain,
Saturday right after the live. I got done with that live just in the nick of time to get everything picked up and in the house, and the storm came through. When it came through, my sinuses just went nuts. Had to start taking allergy medicine. Then my throat started hurting. It was crazy. Getting better though. Getting a lot better. Let's see here. Alex, it's KGG. I will binge watch some of yours and spread the views. All right, who's GG? Oh, that's Grumpy Grandpa. Oh yeah. Yes, definitely go check out Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show. Also, check out their other channel, Two Old People on a Couch. If you guys want to keep up on current events and stuff like that, they do a nice segment on their channel over there. Really, really awesome channel. That's Grumpy Grandpa and his better half. They have a channel together called Two Old People on a Couch. And then Debbie, his better half, has what's it called? Debbie's Mindless Happy Place. Go check those out. So that, I guess they got 3 channels, I think. So go check out those 3 channels, guys. Please subscribe to them if you haven't done so already. I don't really watch much of like the Debbie's Mindless Happy Place. I don't get notifications for it. So I'm gonna have to go over there and check that out, see if I'm still subscribed.
I don't think I even have that one.
Yeah, you'll have to go check it out. Yeah, she does like crafts and stuff, kind of like what you do.
Huh.
Little crafts and stuff like that. Probably more up your alley than mine. I mean, I think a lot of women are going to be more into that channel that she has going there than like me. But I mean, you know, they have their channel together, Two Old People on a Couch, which is now monetized, I believe. Yeah, I think, yeah, monetized. So go check it out for sure, guys. It's a great channel. It's up and coming channel. Let's see here. Alex said, "Oh boy, do I need a happy place."
Yeah.
Crazy Ed said, "David is young. I'm 54. How old are you?"
I'm not saying.
Just to add like 20 some odd years.
Hey. You're not supposed to tell that.
All handmade said, "David, you're never too old to learn something new." Hey, I'm learning something new every day. That's what I love about YouTube. I never stop learning. I'm always searching for a new channel out there. It's, you know, up my alley on learning new things. I'm always learning new stuff on the CNC. I've got 2 videos that I got to get uploaded. That'll be coming out. I guess one that is going to come out tomorrow morning, and possibly one this afternoon. But yeah, I mean, just like with the live today, trying to get that set up with StreamYard and the GoPro, way over my head. I couldn't get it to use the GoPro. I tried that, didn't work out. So then we went to the GoPro app to use the GoPro like I did last time with the GoPro, and it just wasn't working. So then, yeah, we were going through her Wi-Fi internet here. That just wasn't working. So now we're using just the YouTube app, which is actually, it's quite a bit better if you have a way to get the camera far enough away to get everything in frame if you want in frame and still be able to see the comments. Desiree Sancare said, "All you youngins." David, you keep talking like that, you won't make it to 50. I may not. If the rapture comes first. That would be another conversation to have on a future Saturday live. But man, I don't know. That's a controversial one there. Walt Prepper said, hit that thumbs up, everyone. Dragonfly says, you are young, we are 54, 55. I guess you're talking to my mom saying she's young, and I'm super young.
Yeah.
She thought I was breaking her blazer earlier because I was like, well, maybe it's just the steering wheel is locked and you got really, wrench on that thing while you try to turn the key. And pretty much it's like, when you put your vehicle in park and that steering wheel will jerk when you shut it off and it locks into place, that steering wheel locks. I figured it was that. I don't know what it is, but basically I got to cranking on that thing and it was like pop, pop. So I don't know. I'm going to have to start taking it apart here in a little bit, try to figure it out. Probably going to have to take the lock tumbler barrel thing out, which is not a real hard thing to do. Probably have to take that thing out and really get in there and look at it, see what's going on. All Handmade said, what's controversial? Talking about age? No, I'm talking about the rapture, the coming of Christ and all that. Like, there's a lot of people that are concerned, saying that, the shot, they're like insinuating that the shot, or thinking that the shot is the mark of the beast, but it's not. There's no way it can be, because the Antichrist hasn't came yet. Basically, the Antichrist would be like the leader of the world or something. Then he gets killed and he comes back and claims that he's God. That hasn't happened yet. So the mark of the beast ain't come yet, and it will not be. You won't be fooled. All right, you will literally have to agree to worship the Antichrist and take his mark. A lot of people are saying the barcodes on everything you buy, because there's a 666 on every barcode, literally. They like those 2 long lines and 2 long lines, 2 long lines in the barcode. Each one of those stand for 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6 on there, on every barcode. So they're like, oh, that's mark of the beast. Like the words, like the Pope's hat, the Pope has the thing on his forehead, and the words on that, if you translate that into Greek or something, I think it's Greek or something, I don't remember, but then the letters, if you figure those up in Roman numerals, that wording on there, and you add up, like it's a 1 and a 5, and 1 and a 5 or something, and a 6 or something. I can't remember exactly what, but when you add that up, it's 666. On the Pope's, on that headdress thing he wears, it's got the deal on his forehead.
That's scary.
The other thing is, it has to be on your right hand or your forehead where you take this mark. And so it's not going to be, you won't be deceived on it. It will literally, you will know that you're agreeing to it, because the mark, if you take the mark of the beast, you are giving up your salvation. And yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's a little controversial. Like, a lot of people kind of believe this way or that way on it, but if you just read the Bible, simply just read the Bible, you can understand it. Again, I hate to talk about religious stuff, because I'm not a preacher. I'm not super well versed in things, but that part of the Bible I had read a bunch over and over again. Let's see here. Let's see. Grandpa says, thanks, Dave. I'm back. Had to refresh coffee from Dragonflies. Yeah, I got my coffee. Yeah, Grumpy said, yeah, 3, but have really only been posting lately on Tool People on the Couch. But yeah, keep that channel going for sure. Then, yeah, I don't know. I would almost consider using my other channel, the Hillbilly Woodsman. Maybe change the name of that to do more controversial subjects and stuff on there. rather than risking like this channel. Because if you do a lot of things they don't like, they might just delete your whole channel and lose all that work. And I've been trying to build this channel for 12 years now. Actually working at it for about the last two, maybe 3 years. Actually, it's about almost 3 years now. I think I've almost had my sawmill. Let's see, October 2019 is when I got my sawmill. That's when I really kind of started trying to grow my channel. So 2019, 2020, 2021. So like, what is it? Next month is October. I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be 3 years in October that I've actually been trying to grow my channel. It's rough. I mean, a lot of you guys that have channels, you know how hard it is to grow your channel, and I'm just really glad that I found this community, and you know, went to that first meetup there in Pryor and started meeting a lot of you guys. Like I got to meet Grumpy Grandpa, Patriot Show there at that first one, and just everybody else who was there, of course. Really awesome. We got Bushcraft family in here. What's up, man? Got Myers kids in here. Dragonflies. We have a few channels too, but don't really use the others much. Off the Wall Prepper is really growing quickly. So I'll get there eventually. Yeah. Yeah. I watched some of your videos. They like. I don't know that I've ever seen your face on any of them. Like maybe one, I think, where you guys took your boat out. Those are short videos for sure. You might, I don't know, try just doing a little bit longer videos that kind of get your personality out there. I mean, I got that advice from the Crockers. You know, he's like, you know, start doing some lives or something and get your personality out there. People want to see your personality. I mean, yeah, those videos on how to do this or how to do that is really great. Especially searchable videos. Those are the ones that will continue to give you monetization on down the road. People will come back and search those videos and watch them periodically throughout time. But yeah, a lot of people nowadays really, they're wanting to like really kind of get to know you and connect that way, and like the lives, of course. Not that I'm a pro or anything at YouTube, but I mean, I see what's working. I see my channel growing more now since I'm doing more lives. So lives definitely, they do quite a bit for your channel. And it's so much easier. I mean, the editing, like if you got to do all the editing and everything in a video, like how to do something, or like my woodworking videos and stuff, they really don't get a lot of views. And it takes like 2 to 3 days a lot of times, sometimes even 4 or 5 days to produce one of those videos. Just depends on what it is. And a live is just, it's instant, it's uploading right now, you know. My nose is stopped up, sorry guys. Alex says, I admire you all, I'm simply a viewer, and see how hard work it is. Yeah, it is, especially when you get those hater comments. I've had hater comments before that just like dogged me down, where like I've deleted videos because of hater comments before, and I've had to learn to just kind of laugh it off and not pay attention to it. You know, and I've been tempted before to comment things back, you know, like get right back at them, but it doesn't serve you any better. I mean, it's not good. It doesn't look good on you. I mean, there's a thing out there, like you can create another channel and you can pop in there and use that as a way to maybe say your piece to them. But still yet, what good does that do you? All that does is kind of spread that discontent.
Build the fire.
it stokes the fire, and it's not helping anybody to do that. And I've done it a few times, um, and mainly because the person, I knew who it was. It was a fake account of theirs. It's kind of obvious, like what they said. I knew who it was that commented it, and so I just jabbed them right back. So, I mean, not something I do all the time, but I mean, because you got to kind of be careful, because you never know like what state of mind someone might be in. They're having a really bad day, and obviously they're not having a great day if they're commenting crap to you, and then you comment some crap back to them. You know, yeah, you don't want to stoke that fire. A lot of times it's best just to remove the comment and move on. And that's what I've been trying to do here lately is try to be a better person and just remove those stupid comments and forget about it. Oh yeah, I get a lot of hate on my channel. That's from Bushcraft Family. And I gotta watch your channel a bit more. I've only watched a few of your videos, I think. Chris Meyer said, "Hey Dave, what's up?" Let's see. Alex says, "Please don't mention dental work. I had all my front teeth out last week and 6 days into a denture. Ouch." Yeah, my wife had to have that done several years back. She got all of hers pulled, top and bottom, in one day. Yeah. I
Make
hope.
you a little loopy for a few days.
Yeah, she was funny. She was funny. Driving her home from the dentist office, and I would just look at her like, yeah, all handmade said, if you don't have something good to say, don't say anything at all. You're right. You're right. Desiree said, one of the channels I follow, a couple who do a bunch of lives with 2 videos a week, sometimes 1, and they are so much fun to chat with. Sometimes chats are where to go while you figure out the video. Yeah, yeah, and another great thing about doing a live chat like this, like I can ask you guys, hey, what's your favorite videos of mine? You know, post that in the chat. Tell me what type of videos is your favorite that you like watching on my channel. It might be the CNC carving stuff. It could be like, making the cups. I mean, that gets kind of boring if you're doing the same thing over and over. Need to do like some timber framing. I'm needing to build a carport over the concrete slab in front of my house, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, you can bounce things off your audience and get better ideas, like what they want to watch. Dragonfly says that I'm on Facebook. I have pages and groups where photos up and old videos. As soon as my teeth are fixed, I will do videos with the end. I get that. You just had 5 teeth pulled. Yeah, I've got one over here on the bottom that's becoming a problem. I'm gonna have to get it yanked out. I've had 2, 3, 5, 6. I've had 6 pulled. Getting pretty low on those numbers. Dragonfly says I'm on Rumble, Freedom Lake 2. Is that the channel name? Is Freedom Lake, or is Freedom Lake a platform? I don't know what. I'm guessing Freedom Lake is a platform. I tried Rumble, but to be honest with you, Rumble is not going to take over YouTube. Like, it's just not there. It's not going to take off like that. There's a few people on there, but YouTube has the views, so therefore YouTube has a huge stronghold, and with being owned by a big powerful company like Google, yeah, YouTube's definitely the place to be. That's where I would be putting a lot of my stuff now. I'm not saying don't back your videos up. Like, what I'm saying is load your stuff up on YouTube and try to get it monetized and everything, but also put it on, say, Rumble, maybe Discord or whatever. I don't know a lot about all those, but definitely back it up on another platform because you never know. You need to prep for YouTube being gone one day. It could disappear at any moment. Just saying. Grumpy Grandpa said, yeah, I do controversial on Grumpy and super controversial over on Rumble. Yeah. I don't even, like, my phone is supposed to remember all of my passwords and stuff, and I can't even get on Rumble now. I clicked on it, on the icon the other day, because somebody, I think it might have been Grumpy Grandpa, that I think you're the only one I follow on there. But I seen that pop up, and I click on it, and it's like, enter your password and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what it is. So yeah. Let's see. Grumpy says, yeah, I love my YouTube friends. Nice Dragonflies, I'll look you up. Watching you create a product is what Alex said. Dragonflies over some homesteads are true. All handmade. Watching you make those cups is my favorite. Yeah, right here. This is my mom's cup. I just brought it here. This is that number one. You take it up there and show you guys. So somebody told me, hey, you need to start signing them. So this is the first one of this type right here that I made. Right, the one that's kind of weird shaping or whatever. This one's for my mom. I signed it. It's the only one that's been signed. And then there's my coffee scoop. I'm giving that to her also. So there's her set. She's like my biggest supporter. She gets a lot of the stuff I make, like that red cedar bench. She bought that off of me to help me out. That was really awesome. Wasn't there? Yeah, the table.
Table.
Yeah. One of the tables I made. Which I don't think I made a video on that table. I made it years ago. It was all made out of pallet wood. Pretty nice looking. I stained it and everything.
I need to get me some of them pallets so I can make me some yard furniture stuff to put up yard.
I'm getting ready to burn all the pallets I've got. They're no good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've been out there 4 or 5 years, and so they're all rotting. That's what a lot of you guys, if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you've seen where I had a nail in my boot from when I was out there weed eating. I was over there behind the sawmill where all those weeds have been growing up around my propane tank, and that's where all of these pallets and stuff have been piled up for a while. And I said, well, I need to get that cleaned up. I need to get all of those pallets drug over to the burn pile, all that scrap wood, and get it burned off, get rid of it. And that's where I stepped on that nail, was over there in those pallets, weed eating through that stuff. I mean, I didn't even know it was in. I was like, what the heck is stuck to my boot? Because it didn't poke my foot, but it felt. I could feel that something was like dragging on my boot as I walked. And I was like, and I looked. I held my boot up and I looked and I was like, dang, I got a nail in my boot.
You was lucky.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it eventually probably would have poked through if I had kept walking on it. Alex said, once upon a time I designed chocolate gift packaging, so I love seeing an idea come to fruition as a product. Cool. Heather Hopper, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you yet. Welcome to the live show here. She said, be right back. Surprise pop in. Well, thank you for popping in, Heather. Desiree said here, I like watching what you create out of a piece of wood and seeing the end product. Okay. Dragonfly says Freedom Lake is a Patriot type platform. Man, what was that one they got rid of? I can't remember what it was, but like they shut it down quick, and it was doing good. Like it literally could have like it had a chance of competing with YouTube, and they killed it.
Wow.
I can't remember the name of it. I still like they got it back up and running, and I still have an account on there. And I went into it, and it just ain't what it used to be, from what I can tell. Alex said Fab Gift X. They're all handmade, so those passwords are a pain. Yep. I gotta write them all down and keep it in a safe place, but like I was telling her earlier, she's like, hey, can we just, turn the TV, there's a TV over here behind you, it's a big flat screen, kind of big. She's like, we could just maybe turn that and watch it on that and see the comments on there. And I was like, well, I don't know. And at first I was just like, I don't even know how to sign into my YouTube. I don't. I've not signed into YouTube in years. My phone has just always remembered it for me or whatever. Kind of get complacent with stuff like that, I guess. Dragonfly says, I love your woodworking, Dave. Thank you. All handmade. I would love to know a price on a cup like the one you're drinking out of. Like this one? I don't sell cups like this. I probably paid, I don't know, 20 or 30 bucks for this. I got this one in Salina, Kansas. I remember buying that at a little truck stop up there because I left mine at home, so I got a few of these cups like this. But I mean, you buy these at Walmart. The handle that's on here, I bought that at Academy Sports in Joplin like years ago. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. They probably do. I don't know. But you heat it up, and that way it can stretch and put it on there. So it's pretty nice having the handle on it. But like these right here that I make, I mean, I sell those. I'm working on getting the price down lower. I know a lot of you probably don't want to pay $100, but right now it takes a whole day to make one of these cups. So, I mean, I have to hand carve the handle on each one of them. There's no way to like really speed up the process and mass produce those. I'm trying to get it set up to where I can make, at least 4 of them in a day. If I can get 4 of them done in a day, I can knock that price down considerably, but I'm also including shipping into that, and shipping is pretty pricey on sending something like that and insuring it so it doesn't, end up getting broke. Or if it does get broke, they pay for it. We love wood burning and torching too. Alcohol Prepper has a video up on torching the table. I've done some of that. I built a reloading stand for my father-in-law that I'd done that to about 4 years ago. Didn't do a video on it. A lot of the stuff I've done, I just thought, people don't want to watch this. Like, who wants to watch me build a reloading table? Like it's just a reloading stand, has a top on it like a table that you can stand up at. It's pretty thick. It's made out of like 2x material for you to be able to put a reloader on, and then on the back side it has boards around the side so things don't roll off. It has a backstop back here, and then it has a place up here where you can put like your boxes, and it's got your dies or your bullets or whatever in there to organize things. It's really cool. And then I took a torch and burned it all so it brings out that makes the grain pop look really cool. Then I put clear coat on it. He loves it. My nose is running. I'm gonna have to get caught up on the chat here in a minute. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Dragonfly says your time and money are your time and work is money, David. So don't undercut yourself either. Yeah, I know that's why I've been trying to stick to $100 because honestly, that's about what it's worth. And I mean, I know you can look it up and go online. You can buy a kuksa, you know, basically like a hand carved kuksa for around $75 plus shipping. I mean, I think once you pay shipping for it, you're going to be right at about $100. So, I mean, it's right there in that ballpark. But I would like to get it down to $75. Just so I mean, if I get it to $75 a cup, I'd probably sell quite a few of them. I think. I don't know. But the thing is, I have to be able to mass produce them. Otherwise, I'm going to be in there every day of the week, not really producing videos, not able to do anything else, but try to produce cups to sell to people. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to be doing that full time because then it becomes a job, and it's not much fun anymore at that point. I know I'm way behind on this chat. Maybe I'm not. I just caught up. All right, I can see the bottom. All right, never too late homesteads. Link. Thank you, Possum Run, for putting those links in there. That's awesome. There's a off the wall prepper link, Dragonflies link, or I think that's what it is. Oh, she said, oops, I didn't see you already posted it. Dragonfly says, I make jewelry and no one wants to pay what I charge. Yep. You know, the crazy thing is, like, I was doing okay with selling wood until our current president got into office, and he changed some things around with the trade with Chai Chai over there. I don't know if I should say China or whatever, but okay, I said it. But anyways, there's a big sawmill pretty close to where I live, and they do 100% export to China, and mostly walnut. But that's the place. Like in some of my videos, you guys see me getting logs unloaded, where this machine just reaches over and picks it up. You know, a huge log off my trailer that weighs like 10,000 pounds or something. He just grabs it and takes it off there. I know I've done a few videos on that, but things kind of went downhill a little bit when Trump did that little deal where, you know, they were, what do they call that? I'm having a brain fart right now. Where they charge money or whatever to send stuff overseas or whatever, tariff or whatever. Things kind of went south at that point, and then it started gradually getting better. But then when we got our current president in there, the price they were paying for logs and stuff just went so far south. It was just horrible. I mean, it started looking like it was going up, and then all of a sudden he changed something in the law, and trucks were in and out of there like crazy, taking it up to Kansas City, putting shipping containers full of logs on the train to go to China. And the market just, I can't sell a log now for enough money to them to pay for the gas to haul it to them. It's pretty crazy. All handmade, said Push Festival Shop. David, look up at my other comments. Oh, she said no, David, made out of wood. So, I mean, are you talking about this one? Or are you talking about a cup made like this one out of wood? So I'm drinking out of this one. But yeah, like these right here, I'm not really making them exactly like this one. The handle's still the same. I made this one before I had the 3-inch bit, and I made a pattern. So they're actually a little bit bigger around now, the ones I'm making, and they're more like just kind of a regular coffee cup, except for the handle is yeah, pretty much exactly the same as this one, a little bit bigger. Um, but yeah, it kind of depends on what wood I'm making it out of. If it's black cherry like this one right here, it's definitely going to be $100 a cup for sure. Just because I don't have any more of it right now, and for me to get to buy some logs that are big enough to make cups like that and not have the heartwood in it, you want to be able to make it out of the side away from the heartwood, because if the heartwood's anywhere in there, it's just going to split. So it has to be a pretty decent size in order to do that. But yeah, the black walnut, or if I make them out of red cedar or black cherry, those three woods, it's going to be $100 a piece. I can't knock that price down just because the wood is expensive. Let me try to catch up on the chat. Roberta's Artistic Adventures. Americans have gotten used to the cheap China prices. Exactly. And don't remember, we are paying for quality time, labor, and specialty, homegrown and homemade and handmade are all worth the extra cost. Exactly. It is. But the thing is, like, so many people don't get that. It makes it really hard to sell anything anymore. Nowadays, I can post stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and they have shadow banned me to where nobody sees my stuff anymore, because they know that I was trying to run a business of doing that. And now, Facebook wants me to pay them advertisement fees. And so what they've done is just kind of shadow ban everything I post on Marketplace to sell. They shadow ban it to where people don't see it. And the only way they're going to see it is if I start paying Facebook to put it out there in front of people. That's a tactic of theirs. Let's see. There's two old people on the couches. Link, off-wall prepper, and I make hand-designed stainless steel tumblers. And this past Christmas, we sold over 500. Woo! Awesome. That's awesome. Now, do you have a website you sell that through, or have you just been trying to use like Facebook Marketplace? I had a website. I mean, I still have it. I don't think it's up anymore. They did charge me, so it might be. They charged me for the domain, but I don't think I've paid for it to still be up there. I'd have to pay for also in order for that site. I don't know if it's still up there. I still own the domain of Hood's Custom. If I get to start making money again, I'll probably bring that back online. Let's see. That I just didn't make enough money off that site to even pay for having the site, and so I mean, I said, business-wise, it's just not justified until I can start bringing in enough from that site to make it feasible. All Handmade said yes, the big one. Yeah, pretty sure I can't do a wood one like this. I mean, that's pretty thick. And the thing is, my bandsaw that I have right now is limited to 3.5 inches tall. So, I mean, I could make a cup like this, but I would have to probably turn it on the lathe. It would definitely, I mean, I don't know, I have to think about it. I might be able to do it on the lathe instead of on the drill press. You got my mind, you got my wheels cranking in there. So, we'll see. I might try that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be a big slab, or a big block, I mean, to make something like that. Challenge accepted. I'm gonna have to do that. Thank you. What was that? All Handmade that asked me that? Yeah.
like it.
All handmade. Dadgummit, what's your name? Last name's White, right? My mind, I tell you what, guys. Got Mama V in here? Where is she at? Oh yeah, that's Possum Run. See? I can't keep y'all straight. If I try to remember your name and your channel name, I get a little confused. Gotta try to keep it straight.
Like I do.
Yeah, Dragonflies Ozark Homestead said she makes the stainless ones like this, like customized. I guess you guys put designs on them and probably put the epoxy over it, right? I've seen people do that, and I was like, man, I wish I had the machine to do that. I mean, I bought one of those tumbler things that rolls it, so you can put the epoxy on it and have it turn. But I was making a wooden sink bowl for Jason Crocker, which he didn't use probably because it warped and it didn't really turn out real great. But I still gave it to him. I don't blame him for not using it. It didn't turn out like I really wanted. But everybody signed it at that meetup, so I still finished it and gave it to him. He's probably got it there in that little micro tiny cabin or something. Yeah, go check out Dragonflies Ozark Homestead. Dragonflies Ozark Homestead. Where can they go to buy one of your tumblers like this? You can post the link up there if it's a website or whatever, because you are a mod, and I said it's okay for you to do that. And All Handmade said I was thinking of a real wood one. Okay, yeah, challenge accepted. I'm gonna have to make one now. I'm gonna have to try it. I can't guarantee that it ain't gonna crack. That's a pretty good sized chunk of wood, and to get that to dry evenly and not crack will be a feat in itself right there. That's the hardest part about making cups and things like this right here and keeping them from cracking. Excuse me. Sousa Holmes said, Hood Custom, have you tried doing sheds or picnic tables? Yeah, I did a big 8-foot long picnic table. I priced it out at just what the lumber would cost if I was to go to my local Lowe's and only buy the lumber. I'm not counting hardware like screws and stuff, just the lumber. I took the price of that lumber if I was to go to Lowe's and buy it. All right? And that's the price I put on it on Facebook Marketplace. I got 0 comments on it. Nobody asked, hey, is this your lowest price? Nothing. I got nothing on it. I was like, that's crazy, because normally when I would put something on there, anything, I've got an old antique Maul chainsaw. It's a 2-man chainsaw, great big like 2-handle thing, and it's got a handle on the bar. It's an antique Maul. I want to say Model 6 or Model 7. It's worth hundreds of dollars. And every time I put that thing on there, normally I got comments. I posted it again, and I got 0 comments. And I said, well, Facebook Marketplace has shadow banned me.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen a picnic table on there.
It's still up there. It's all over Marketplace, the picnic table I made. And all I did was put the price of what the lumber would cost. I mean, yeah, lumber's went down a bit. So, but I think it was $300 or something I put on it. And if you go into town to like Orchland, they've got little bitty picnic tables that are real low to the ground, and they're only like 6 foot wide, and they cost just as much. And people buy them. I'm like, people are going in there and buying these from Orchland, paying that much for a little bitty picnic table. I built a full-size 8-footer for only $300, and they don't want to buy it. And they would come out, and I don't know if y'all know this, but oak lumber cost way more than pine. They would come out to my sawmill, and they're like, "Hey, you got any 2x8s or 2x6s, 2x4s?" I'm like, "Well, I do, for my own use. I mean, I wasn't making dimensional lumber for other people's use, because it's hard to sell that if you don't have that stamp on it. If you're in town and you're building with rough sawn lumber straight from a sawmill, and you don't have that stamp on it where it's been graded, and you have to, like, your building has to go through an inspection. If it's over a certain square footage, if it's not like just a little shed, then the building inspector is going to reject it if he doesn't see those stamps on there. And it costs a good amount of money to have a lumber grader come out and stamp and inspect each board and stamp it. Okay, I ain't going through all that. I'd have to charge a bunch more money. And they'd come in, they're like $12 for a 10-foot 2x8. All right, $12. Okay, and the guy's like, "Huh, I can buy it for less at Lowe's." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about, but no, you can't." Because I said pine 2x8, 10-foot long at Lowe's was like $40-something.
Yeah.
And then if you was to get it in oak, the only way you're going to get oak there is S4S. That means square four side, right? It's been squared on four sides. It's planed and sanded, all right? And those are like $80-something. And you can't even get a 2x anything in oak from Lowe's. It's going to be a 1x. So it's going to be 4/4. What they call 4/4 is actually 3/4 of an inch thick, real size. And what they call 8 inches wide is actually 7.5. Mine was actual size, actual dimension, and rough cut. I'm like, so I asked him, like, "What are you building with it?" Like, "Well, I need new floor joist or whatever it was, you know." And I'm just like, I mean, you could try it. You can try to get away with it. You're building in town. I really don't want to sell to you, because you're probably going to come back to me whenever the inspector says you can't use that. You're probably going to come back and be like, "Money back." I'm not doing business like that. Now, if you were just building like a little bitty shed or something like that, and you wanted 2x4s to build a rough lumber shed in your backyard, well, then I can be like, "Okay, I can sell it to you then." But I mean, yeah, I ain't trying to deal with all that. There's no way I can compete with a big sawmill that runs 1,000 board foot an hour. My sawmill might run 1,000 board foot in a day if I have, like, say, 2 helpers with me and a forklift. You know, if I'm just sitting there running just the saw, and I've got someone loading a log onto the mill for me, and I got somebody pulling the boards off and stacking them for me, I might get 1,000 board feet a day. Those sawmills, the big sawmills that are producing your 2x4s and stuff, they're producing about 1,000 board feet an hour. Okay, they're popping it out just really fast, and that's how they're able to charge cheap prices. So I mean, there's no way I can make money trying to compete with them. I'm trying to make wood that is for woodworking projects, stuff like that, like what hardwoods is normally used for, not necessarily. I can make stuff for building materials, but I can't compete with Lowe's prices. I hope you understand that. Especially now that the price is going down. Before I could charge the same amount, but no one was buying it. I could charge a little less, and still nobody was buying it. They were just going to Lowe's paying the extra. I was like, whatever. Dragonfly said, "I'm sure it would cost more for that size." Oh, for this? Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know exactly how much it'd be, but it would be a little bit more. I mean, and it depends on the wood, what kind of wood it was. It would take a little bit to make something like that, because like when you make a wooden bowl on the lathe, it out to where it's a bit thicker than what your finished size, what you want it to be, and you let it dry. Like, you put it in a paper bag where the end is barely open, and you let that dry for about a month or two, like that, so that it hopefully doesn't crack. Or you immediately put a finish on, like you take it on down to size, you immediately put a finish on it, and basically trap the moisture in it so it can't dry anymore, or it dries extremely slow. Otherwise, it's probably going to crack on you. Crazy Ed message retracted. What'd you do that for, Crazy Ed? Dragonfly said we don't have a website. Okay, how do they get a hold of you? She said next week they can go to Etsy to purchase them. We have Etsy on pause right now to do updates on our products. We sell a lot of different things. The link to our Etsy shop is on my channel. Okay. What about your email? Can they email you, and do you have PayPal? 'Cause that's how I do it right now. You guys email me. You can go to my About tab. You can email me, and you can pay me through PayPal. It kind of sucks that PayPal takes out a pretty good chunk out of that when someone sends me money. That's just part of it, I guess. But if you want to post your email on here, where they can get a hold of you that way, and you guys can start the conversation that way. If you guys want to buy they make cups, custom cups, kind of like this right here, the tumblers. So yeah, go ahead and post your email in there if you want. Dragonfly says you have to market yourself, and it's not always easy to do so. You got that right. You got to build your brand and all kinds of stuff. Crazy Ed said, David, I need to build a shed on my property as quick as possible. I need 2x4s and 2x6s so I can build this thing. All right. Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, I should be going out to the 41.36 here pretty soon, hopefully. I think they're kind of waiting till after this Labor Day weekend thing. But I'll find out more from them hopefully here pretty soon. And be going out there. I don't know how long I'm going to be out there. Because I told them, I said, however long it takes to get it done. I don't want to just go in there and do a little bit. I want to go in there and at least, hopefully mill up all the logs they have and maybe take down a few more trees and mill those up for them so that they got pretty much all the lumber they need to build their house, other than maybe like, of course, plywood and stuff like that, but like 2x6s, 2x12s, 2x4s, all that kind of stuff. They changed how they're wanting to build their home. Instead of it being a log home, they're going to build it, typical framing, like you do now, stick frame. And I guess they're going to put the log siding on the outside of it, so it's the faux log home. So that's kind of cool, and that'll get it built a lot faster. The other thing is, I noticed their logs were sitting on the ground a bit too long. They got those grubs in them, and so pretty much the outside of those logs is kind of wasted, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You have to mill the outside off. Usually, what I found is those grubs don't go all the way through if you catch it early enough, and you mill off all those outside pieces and turn it into lumber. But we'll see when I get down there, and then I might possibly be milling for Possum Run, maybe. I don't know. We got to talk about that while I'm down there. I may hop from 41.36 over to her property and do some milling for her. But yeah, we still got to talk about that. And I plan on talking to her whenever I get down there. Hopefully, Anthony and Mel and them will invite her over one day or something while I'm down there. Let's see. Happy Labor Day from Dragonflies. All Him May said, have a great day, Souza. Connie, that's right, Connie White. Hoods Custom Shop said, David, my name is Connie, and I said, yeah, I get the first one. All right, Dragonfly says, yes, my business email is dragonflies creations cd at gmail.com. That's DRAGONFLYZCREATIONSCD at gmail.com. Got it? Hope you guys got that. It didn't pop up green or blue in there on this one. It might be on mine. I don't know. All right, there. Yeah, there it is. it shows a link right there. You can just post it. And then she said we have 2 businesses. Ozark Designs Boutique is the other one. Okay, cool. I'd love to help out you guys, all of you. You guys are here supporting my channel, and you guys help me out big time, simply just by watching. So that's awesome, and I don't mind helping your business out. You know, me helping your business out can help my business out at the same time. So I appreciate you guys for watching and being in here on this live. Crazy Ed says, and you're going to be doing some work for me. I've already told you that. Yep. As soon as you send me some money, Ed. I got my PayPal. You send me gas. You don't have to be there on the property. You know, you send me some money and I got time to get over there. And I got to get the gas money and everything from you to get over there and back. I can get out there, start hauling trees, dragging them up, milling them. I can't promise that I won't cross any boundary lines or anything. As long as it's on that 16 acres, right? Might throw a little bit of lumber to your the other half of that property over there. So here you go. I'll fell you a tree. Here's half the lumber. I don't know. Won't start no crap though, right? I won't start no crap. I like both of you guys, so I know you guys you're hashing it out, you're getting along and everything. That's great. I got to talk to you the other day. That's awesome. Let's see. Dragonfly says at Possum Run Homestead because Google is my Gmail and Google owns YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like kind of keeping everything with Google. I'll tell you what, they're pretty great. Like the other day, I'd used I tried to use an app that you had to pay for. Like they give you 3 days free, and after trying to use it and it didn't work for what I was trying to do, I ended up deleting it. Well, apparently when you delete it, that doesn't like get you out of the subscription. Well, 3 days later, they hit my account. And so I went through the whole process, you know, just clicked on the deal and went through and filed a claim with them to get my money back. I was like, hey, I didn't mean to buy that. I don't even have it on my phone no more. And they've already gave me my money back, even though it's the Labor Day weekend. So that's really cool. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind Google since they were good to me on that. I like using the Gmail and all that kind of stuff because, especially if you're going to have a business through it, it really makes sense to have all that stuff like in one place. It makes things a lot easier on you when you're trying to run a business on stuff like that. It's so much easier just to have it all in one place. Yeah. I don't know what you mean, Ed. He said that's fine. I'm going to share some with her anyways, but I have to get out there and cut the trees down first. Might be better if I cut them down. I don't know. Like, you got to make sure that I can get to it with the trailer to be able to winch them out. Remember, my pickup is only a 2-wheel drive. I know I desperately need to get a 4-wheel drive. That way I can log a little bit better with that. And I'm thinking about building a small log arch that you can pull behind like a 4-wheeler, and hopefully in the future get a pretty good sized 4-wheeler to where you can actually take the little log arch and back it up over a log and grab a hold of it and pick it up. Because once you get that nose end of a log up, the log can be pretty stinking big, and it doesn't take a lot of power to pull it or drag it. So yeah, I need to get something like that built. hopefully I have enough scrap iron laying around the house and an axle and stubs and stuff so I can do that. Let's see. Okay, I had Yahoo, but if you don't check your email after so long, it doesn't lock you out. So I only use Gmail. Yeah, I mean, years and years ago, I probably had Yahoo, all kinds of different ones, I guess. Like, man, I still have a MySpace account out there. Probably, I don't think MySpace even exists anymore. So it may not exist anymore. Used to have like that AOL stuff. That was back in the old days.
I was gonna say, I think I even had one on them, but this for so long I forgot all about them.
Dragonflies over at Homestead said, "Thank you, Dave. We can all support each other somehow." Yep. Right. Then you can say "oops" if you needed to, right? You're talking about cutting trees? Like, oops, didn't mean to. What are they going to do to me? Like, I was just, out there volunteering, right?
Trimming
Like,
trees.
I'm still on the same property. It technically is not divided, so. Oh, she'd appreciate it. He said he was going to share with her anyway, so. And she's already got a building. Heather Hopper said my private email is a Hotmail account. Yeah, I think I had a Hotmail at one time too, long ago. I think that was before Gmail came out. 12 in the chat, 25 thumbs up. I don't even know how long I've been on here. It's 11:32, so about an hour and a half. I usually do about 2 hours, right? As long as it falls on his side, it's okay, right? I guess. Be like me and Adam. I've got to do that video again. I've got to get it edited and get it out there. But every time I try to edit that video and put it back out again, my computer deletes it because it's such a long video, and YouTube deleted it. I was like, apparently that video is just not meant to be out there for people to watch. But yeah, me and Adam went down and pulled some driftwood logs out of the river and took up there to the mill at his place and milled them up. And if you guys haven't went over, check out Like a Bully Homestead. He has his new video out where he put up the interior siding boards inside his cabin. You guys can go check that out. It looks really awesome. So it's been 5 or 6 months or something since we were out there milling that up for him, and he's dried it out enough now that he's put it up on the walls inside his cabin, and it is like total makeover inside there. So definitely go check out Like a Bully Homestead. He's got that new video out there, and he's doing some awesome stuff on his channel. He's got those cootie pigs, he's got quail, he's got chickens, he's got goats, and just becoming more and more self-sufficient out there on his property. I love what he's doing, and he's a great friend of mine, so go check him out. Most all y'all are probably already subscribed to him, but if you're not, and if you're watching this video on the replay or something, go check him out. All the arrangements will be made, so you'll be good. Cool. Thanks, Ed. Possum Run, okay, time to get the day started. I need to get an introduction video up since my YouTube channel exploded this weekend. Yeah, you got some recognition from the SLR over there. Yeah, I seen that video where you guys met there in the Walmart parking lot. That was really cool. And then I seen your video where you had the dozer in there following the trees, and that's, yeah, I commented on that one. I was like, oh, you got trees down now, and you got other trees you said need to be taken down. You know, the thing that worries me when like SLR and them, you guys got those trees pushed down with a bulldozer. I really hope that those logs don't have what they call wind shake. Like when the wind whips the pine back and forth, you'll get cracking in that log that runs radially around the rings of the tree. And as you mill it, they come apart like in a C shape. It just kind of falls apart. That's what they call wind shake. I'm hoping that's not the case with the ones that have been taken down with a bulldozer. Hopefully they were gentle enough with them that they didn't cause that. And we'll find that out, I guess, with the ones at SLRs, 41.36, when I get out there. If I start milling them and they start popping apart, we're probably going to have to go fall some other trees and drag them in. Probably with their four-wheeler or something. Because getting to them out there in the woods ain't going to be super easy. Because they don't have a tractor yet. And even with a tractor, you're still going to have to cut a trail to the logs. Or hire a logger to come in and do it. Which ain't going to be cheap. I mean, you'll lose probably 3/4 of your trees to them to pay for the little bit of logs you get out of it. I don't know. I'm hoping and praying that it's all good. Desiree, have a wonderful day at Possum Run Homestead. Yeah, we'll see you later, Mama V. Chat jumped on me. Thank you. I was blown away. Went from 91 to 1,070 plus in 2 days. Well, Possum Run, what is do you know what your watch hours is at? I don't know if how close you might be to your 4,000 watch hours, but yeah, if you know what your watch hours are, put that in the chat, please. And maybe everyone could get over there and start, if you got a playlist yet, create a playlist, put all your videos in that so people can start playing your playlist while they sleep and everything to up your watch hours. Live chats also are really great for bringing up your watch hours. So you probably want to at least do one a week if you can. Let's see. Where did I stop at here? Oh, it jumped on me again. Alright. Okay, Dragonflies, Ozark Homestead dropped in. Adam, Like a Bully Homestead's link. If you guys want to go check that out, you can click on that and it'll take you to it. You can subscribe and everything. And then when you get out of this live, make sure you go over there, watch at least a whole video and leave a comment. If you don't at least watch a whole video and leave a comment, it's very likely that they will take your subscription away. It will still show that you're subscribed a lot of times, but a lot of times you won't be getting notifications. If he gets a big jump in numbers all at once, and you guys don't keep coming back, he'll lose that subscription on his account. So make sure you go check him out, watch a few videos. He's got videos out there on, like, when I was out there milling and stuff with him, like just all kinds of stuff. Out there working with Al, helping him out and everything. He's got some great videos. Possum Run said, my watch hours are almost 400, so way off from getting monetized. Yep. Yeah, start putting some long videos out there, at least an hour long if you can. That's what I did for a long time. My watch hours was over 4,000 watch hours, like literally years before I got 1,000 subscribers. I mean, so as soon as I hit 1,000, I was automatically monetized. It's just because I had my channel for 12 years. I had the watch hours coming in all the time. It was pretty crazy, but not the subscriptions. Let's see what I miss. Back up a little bit. Crazy Ed said, I can't wait for my channel to blow up. Yeah, all right, Ed. We all can't wait for our channel to blow up.
Chaboom!
I'll tell you what, like, I kind of discussed it a little bit in email and stuff with Jason because he's like, hey, you know, I could give you a shout out. I'm like, nah, don't do that because at the time I was not ready for my channel to blow up because I feared that my channel, you know, if I all of a sudden got a ton of subscribers, that I would just lose them like basically the next day. I didn't have a lot of great content out there. I didn't feel, and so I was worried. I was like, well, they'll come over, they'll subscribe, and then they won't watch any more videos, and it won't do me any good. So I thought, yeah, I was like, just don't, you know. And he's given me little shout outs here and there, which have, you know, sometimes they bumped it up, you know, 60 here, 50 there, something like that. But like the last time he said something about my channel, like I think I got one or two. I was like, okay, no big deal, right? I mean, I was like, at least now I guess he can't sit there and be like, oh, you want to be friends with me because you just want your channel to grow, because my channel doesn't really grow whenever he shouts me out, which is great, you know, because now I'd be like, well, now you know I want to be friends with you, not, oh, I want to be friends with Jason Crocker because to make my channel big. It's like, I could care less about that, to be honest. I want my channel to grow, but I want people that's going to watch and you know, interact with my channel. So, let's see here. Dragonfly says we have 3 trees that need to come down, but they are too close to our cabin. Yeah, I've done stuff like that. Are they big pines or something? I mean, if they're leaning away from the cabin, it's very likely that I could fall them. I really hate to do stuff like that unless if they're leaning away from it, you know, not like leaning, but if they're just kind of, you know, the top heavy away from your cabin. I mean, I just have to look at it to see if I would be willing to risk it. I don't like taking crazy risks like that with a tree around someone's house. I'd have to be very confident before I'd fire up a chainsaw and something like that. The other thing to do is just hire a climber, have a climber come in and top it out, or make it, you know, heavy, you know, limb heavy, away from the cabin if they had to. A lot of times you can probably get stuff like that done for $400 or $500 if you find the right guy to do it. I don't have climbing gear, so I don't do that. Possibly said, yes, my trees are piled up and hopefully they're all good. The guy who's taking down the others is felling them with a chainsaw. Yeah, even like felling them with a chainsaw, it can be done wrong. If you fall it too fast, if you cut too much out of the hinge wood, it'll come down really hard. And if you don't lay it in the right spot, let's say there's a rock there, it can actually hit that and break the top out of it. A lot of times ruining a lot of the wood. But I don't know. A lot of guys down there in that area are pretty good at felling trees. Probably more experienced than I am. Let's see. All Handmade said, I'm not into growing my channel, just love helping the channel go live. Awesome. Thank you, Connie. Dragonfly said, same with me. Need to do more videos. Off-wall prepper is getting closer to monetization, but needs more watch hours too. Yeah, I've been watching some more of off-the-wall prepper stuff because I'm still new to that channel. Possibly, so need to do more videos and maybe a live. And he said, Dragonfly says you probably need to make some longer videos as well. Yeah. Kind of the key behind that is there's a lot of people who will like turn on their TV and they'll start watching one of their favorite channels or whatever. If you're going to be in line, kind of connected with a lot of the bigger channels and stuff, like let's say you're connected with my channel and they click on one of my videos, what happens is the algorithm a lot of times connects those. They're like, okay, this person over here watches this channel, this person over here watches that same channel, you're watching this channel, so, and they just kind of connect the dots that way, and so your video can get played while someone's laying there in their recliner passed out. And if you've got a 2-hour long video, it could be the most boring video in the world, but you still get 2 hours of view right there because someone's napping on the couch and your video's playing. And if you create playlists, then you have a video that's connected to that video that comes on right after, right? See what I'm talking about? And if you have hour-long videos, that ups your watch hours, and maybe someone actually watched it, maybe they didn't. Who really cares, right? As long as you're getting watch hours from it. So try to make the best content you can. If you can't stand to sit there and proof watch it 3 times over, other people probably aren't going to stay watching it, all right? So you have to really, you've got to try your best to keep someone's attention. You've got to change camera angles back and forth, things like that. Really helps a bunch. Make the music match if you're going to throw music in there. Try to keep it, music. I only use YouTube audio library music now, just because it's simple. I don't have to worry about that video getting demonetized later on down the road. All the problems I've had with that kind of stuff has been from me using bensound.com. If I use bensound.com in any of my videos, those are all of my older videos, I've had issues with almost every one of those. And that all of that music was free, copyright free music that I used at the time, but the artist later on, I guess, decided that they wanted to monetize that, and so it messes with me. And I don't like having to deal with that with YouTube and fight the copyright issues and everything. So you're better off just using the free, copyright-free music through Audio Library on YouTube. If you have YouTube Premium, you can actually download that, go in, spend a day or two, and download as much as you can. If you don't want to continue paying for YouTube Premium, pay for it for a month. It's like $10 or $11, I think, for a month, and go in there for a week and download every popular piece of music or whatever, everything you might like. Look up every genre you can, download that onto your computer or whatever you're using. Like I use my laptop for all my editing now instead of my phone. I use Filmora 9. I need to get it upgraded to Filmora 10, but Filmora 9 or Filmora 10, you can do a one-time or a lifetime fee, and it's not a whole bunch. It's under $100, but it's a one-time fee. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. So you download all this audio library music that you might think you might use. Get as much of it as you can downloaded. Get that uploaded or brought over into your editing software. That way you have that, and you don't have to pay that monthly fee for YouTube Premium if you don't want it. YouTube Premium is pretty nice because for that $10 or $11 a month, you don't have to watch ads, and you don't even notice it. But once, if my card messes up or something, they get rid of my YouTube Premium, I'm back to watching the ads and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I'd rather pay YouTube that $10 or $11 and not have to watch all the ads, and it still pays everybody whose video I watch. So I don't think it matters or affects how much they get paid per view, whether you are, YouTube Premium or not. I don't know, but I don't have to watch any of the ads anymore. Let's see. All Handmade said, I would love a live with you, Mama V. Yeah, I think everybody would. She's got a great personality from what I can see on Simple Life Reclaimed video. Let's let's see, Crazy Ed said, Mama V, I would love to do a live with you. You can put, I can put you up on StreamYard and talk about your channel. Yeah, definitely do that, Ed. Help everybody out. Like, everybody helps everybody out here. Awesome Run said, I was so not ready. LOL. It was a spur of the moment. They wanted to video and include when we met. I'm happy, but have to get more videos done ASAP. Yeah, try to upload at least twice a week, maybe 3. I mean, don't burn yourself out though. Do what you can, and try to make the best content you can. Try to, I know one thing that's really kind of helped me out in a lot of my videos, the ones that I spend a lot of time on, is trying to tell a story with that camera, okay? If you watch Jason Crocker, watch how he does a lot of his shots, the cinematic shots and stuff, like getting down low to the ground, watching the sunrise, and maybe like panning the camera a little bit, just getting a short, like 30-second shot and really being smooth with it. You can do a little bit of editing with that, zoom in, slow it down, and really make it just really awesome. Just watch some of his more cinematic type videos and stuff, and really watch them over and over, and try to learn something each time you create a video. Try to do something a little different each time, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be very successful. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, none of us was ready. Like, when I went up over 1,000, I wasn't ready, really. But in the same retrospect, you're never going to be ready, right? Let's see. Awesome Run said that would be fun, Ed. We can do that sometime. Yeah, StreamYard ain't bad. But yeah, you can do lives from StreamYard, even though you're not monetized yet. You do have over 1,000 subs, so even though you're not monetized, you should be able to do a live directly from YouTube. Basically, you just go in your YouTube app, and down at the bottom in the middle, hit that plus sign, and you'll have different options in there. I don't know if you'll have the option to do community post yet. You may. I don't know what the threshold is for that. Also, download TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy will help you out with searching your hashtags and things like that. It'll give you kind of a number score on there on hashtags and stuff. That's a key that a lot of people use that I haven't really figured out yet. Once I figure that out, I'll probably do a little better with my channel. But yeah, TubeBuddy is an app. Get that downloaded, try that out if you haven't yet. It can help you out a little bit. What else here? Dragonfly says walnut and oak. That would be fun. We can do that sometime. I don't know what the walnut and oak was about. Is that the trees you're having cut down? Oh. Alright, so dragonflies, you're talking about the trees over your cabin. There's walnut and oak. So they're probably pretty well like branched out in both directions. All the way around, most likely. Yeah. If they're great big, yeah, they're probably pretty big around. It's easier to fall those, like a big tall pine tree is usually, you can look up the things because they're usually so straight, you can tell which way they're wanting to go pretty easy. With walnut and oak, it really, a lot of times it depends on how many limbs are on one side or the other. You basically got to stand at the base of it and look up, and you can do that like on 3 different sides, and you can kind of tell which way it wants to go. They are leaning mostly away from the cabin. I don't really know where you guys live. You can email me pictures of them or whatever, and I can tell you what I think. Possibly, a lot of times it's hard to tell through a picture. Another thing is, like, if you're gonna fall a tree like that, you have to go up to it with an axe, and you got to sound the tree, what they call sounding it. You got to thump on it and listen to, is it hollow on the inside? Because if it's hollow on the inside, there's other things you got to do a lot of times to reduce the risk of it exploding on you as it starts coming over. If it's rotten in the middle, that means you have a little bit of hinge wood on each side of that rotten spot that's going to hold it, and it can be bad if you don't do it just right. Stumble Boy, what's up? Haven't seen you in here before. He said, hello guys, where are you from? I am from Southwest Missouri. I'm over in Northeast Oklahoma right now. He says, I'm from India. Nice to meet you. Crazy ass said, I'll come and help you. I used to work for a tree service. Hey, you got your climbing gear, Ed? I actually probably need to get some climbing gear for doing like small jobs or whatever, if I ever need to do some climbing. I hate heights. I don't like doing climbing, but I could probably do a little. There's been a few times where I needed to just to like take down a limb that was a problem or something. Possum Run said, oh cool, didn't know that, David. Stumble Boy says, your voice is cracking, man. I know, it's drying out. My throat's drying out. And my nose, I got the sinus stuff going on. All Handmade said, check your connection at Stumble Boy. Apparently, for Connie over there, it sounds good. So, yeah, check your connection. Like, he said he was in, where was that, where he's from? From India. Yeah, he's way over there across the pond, so, yeah, it could be the internet service. It's going a long ways going over there in India, so, I don't know. That could be it. I'm not a big tech person. OTWP just made a medical prepping video. Oh, that's off the wall prepper. That's OTWP. Just made a medical prepping video that's 55 minutes long. We are going to upload it. Off the wall prepper monetized yet? I mean, YouTube will pick up on that, like, whoever you want that to be monetized on, upload it to theirs first and make it public or whatever. And because the second one you upload it up on, the first one is going to get a notification saying, hey, somebody else is using your video. I had the same thing happen with my videos. I uploaded them to Hood's Custom Shop. Then my second channel, what is it called? Excuse me. What is it called? I got my second channel. I never really use it. The Hillbilly Woodsman Show. That's my other channel. I uploaded those same funny videos. They're kind of like little skit videos. I uploaded those to the Hillbilly Woodsman channel, or Hillbilly Woodsman Show. They're just meant to be funny. But yeah, on Hood's Custom Shop, I got an email from Google or YouTube saying that, hey, there's another channel out there that's using your video, and it's like, how much of your video did they use? It's like 100%. I was like, oh yeah, that's me. So, I just let it be, so it wasn't really a problem. And I get monetized, from that if I get any views over there, which that channel pretty much gets 0 views. So I think I've got maybe 11 or 12 subscribers over on Billy Woodsman Show. Shame on you, David. You don't watch the ad. I know. I pay. I pay money to YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch the ads. And the creator still gets paid for that view. So it helps me watch a lot more videos and support more channels. Dragonfly says that Hoods Custom Shot, have you used Viva Video for editing? Nope, have not. Uh, I'm pretty sure that Filmora 9, actually Filmora 10, if you was to download it right now, you would get Filmora 10 or Filmora V. Uh, that's the newest version I know of, and there might be a little bit newer or updated stuff on that. I don't know. But Filmora is like probably the number 2 best video editing software out there that I can think of. The absolute best you can probably get is Adobe Premiere. But I'm pretty sure Adobe Premiere, you have to pay a monthly reoccurring fee, and I'm not into doing that. I'd rather pay a one-time fee and be done with it. I've used a lot of my earlier videos was done with Power Director, all on my phone. If you have like I've got a Samsung Galaxy S10 or S10 Plus. I think I broke my S10 Plus. I think this is just the regular S10. It's just a matter of the size of the screen. But those have a really, really good processor in them, and they're really fast with the Power Director. But Power Director, you have to pay a monthly fee that's like 50 bucks a month. Yeah, I'm not into doing that. YouTube ain't paying me that much. So, yeah, I can't do that. So I paid the one-time fee. I want to say it was like $80-something for Filmora 9, and it works great. And I would actually hate to switch over and do anything different. It works way better than Power Director. Power Director was kind of a pain. There's only so much you can do with it. You can do a lot of good stuff with Filmora. Once you learn Filmora and you're ready to move up, I would suggest going to Adobe Premiere when your channel starts getting big and you're making good money on YouTube. That's when I would say upgrade to Adobe Premiere, because there's a lot of stuff you can do with that I have no clue about. Adobe Premiere is what Jason Crocker uses on his. That's what he's used for years, and he does some really cool stuff. Like he done the little portal where he was throwing away some scrap pieces of wood at his properties, like, and then there's the portal, like some sci-fi movie, and he's like chucking the lumber through there and it's disappearing. It's basically kind of a split screen with just an animation of a portal up there on it is what it is. But I mean, you might possibly be able to do something like that with Filmora 10. I don't know. I've not even tried to do something like that, but there's some really cool stuff you can do with Filmora, and that's why I advise you to get Filmora, because it's a one-time fee thing. You have it for a lifetime. You just keep your sign-in, your password, and all that stuff. Because like whenever I turn my computer off and I open or start my computer back up, it always wants an internet connection in order to open up Filmora 9 and not have the watermark on there. So I have to sign in and everything. So definitely make sure you write down your password and sign in and everything for that if you're going to do that. Yeah, Filmora 9, one-time fee, forever. And I haven't had to update it. I tried to update it to Filmora 10, and I don't think it worked. So I'm still using Filmora 9, and there's so much stuff there is stuff you can pay a monthly fee for, like some kind of music and different effects and stuff like that. I haven't done that. I want the one-time fee, and I can edit video with one software. I don't have to worry about paying money every month to somebody, because I like being, less bills, right? That's why I really suggest doing that, especially if you're not making money with YouTube yet. If you're making, $1,000 a month on YouTube, then you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Invest in your business and get Adobe if that's going to work for you. Let's see. Dragonfly says we are still learning too on how to do videos. Yeah, I mean everybody is. I'm sure, like Jason, he's learning something new probably every video he does. I mean, it's kind of hard once you've done it for so many years to learn new stuff, but you can tell he still tries in a lot of his videos. Sometimes he does movie quality cinematic stuff. That's just purely amazing. Some of the shots and stuff, the drone shots and everything. I mean, here's my advice: get Filmora 9 long before you get Adobe Premiere. But before you get any other editing software, get a drone. Invest in a drone long before you ever think about Adobe, because the shots and stuff you can get with a drone nowadays, you can have a drone follow you around and get those shots like you have a cameraman following you around. The stuff you can do with that footage is just phenomenal. Okay, I know you guys, a lot of you seen Simple Life Reclaim stuff, Country Road Cure stuff, their intros and stuff. Yeah, I mean, a drone is a game changer. I would use my phone for years and years and not get a GoPro, but if I could go back and do it different, instead of paying the $600 something I did for a GoPro 8, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really kind of needed the GoPro 8 because it's super steady. I can put it on my sawmill. I can see that GoPro shaking like this, okay? And then I look at the footage and it's like still. And I'm like, holy cow, that is amazing. If I had used my phone for that, it would be horrible, right? So a GoPro 8 is really nice to have, but I don't know, that phone does pretty good for the money, right? You can do everything from your phone. What I do is I edit. I can record from my phone. I can take my SD card out. So definitely, get you a phone that you can extract the SD card and then put that in your laptop. Do your editing on the laptop. It's just so much easier with the bigger screen and everything. Do your editing on that, so your eyes aren't getting real tired. You lose interest, right? A lot of times I have to walk away for a while. Edit on a laptop if you can, and then the best thing I found is to when I export my video, I export it back to that SD card, all right, and that puts it in a format that is better suited. You put it back in your phone and upload it over cell phone signal. Like I have what is it called, Straight Talk, and I just go get the $55 a month plan, the card from Walmart. After you pay taxes and everything, it's like $61, $62 a month. I get that. I have unlimited internet access. They can throttle you back. They usually don't throttle me back. And I upload like tons and tons of gigabytes a month on mine. It's a lot faster doing it that way. When I tried to upload straight from my laptop through, back when I had Wi-Fi on my laptop, my broadband internet service was like 10 gigabytes or 10 megabytes per second download, and it was half a megabyte per second upload. So a 30-minute video took like 8 hours to upload. I could take that same video, I could export it from Filmora 9 into that little mini SD card, put it in my phone, and it would take like 2 or 3 hours on my phone to upload. So I mean, that was a lot better deal. Hopefully that information can help you guys out. But I would suggest just use your phone. I mean, if you got a pretty decent camera on your phone, just use that. Don't worry about getting a GoPro unless you absolutely need that stability from like a GoPro 8. GoPro 7 doesn't quite have the stability that you would want. So I mean, I'd go with like a GoPro 8, get the black. I'm going to be doing a giveaway as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. I'll be giving away my GoPro 7 because I upgraded to an 8. The GoPro 7, it's a silver, so it doesn't have the, you can't pull the battery out. That's the main problem I had with it. But it's a GoPro, and whoever wins it, you can use that, for like getting the underwater shots and stuff. And let me show you. This is the GoPro 8 that I'm going to show you guys right here. All right, so when I give away GoPro 7, it's going to have this neck piece right here, just like what's on here. It's going to have this right here and this clamp. Okay, it'll be that whole setup right there. That right there is what I can use for vlogging and stuff, walking around like that. If you want to hold it down underwater, I mean, you can do that. You can clamp it on stuff like this right here. And it's just quick and easy, simple setup and stuff. It's that's the setup I use right there. So whoever wins it, you'll get all of that right there. I know it's used, but I upgraded and I said, well, what, I guess I'll do a giveaway. Somebody will appreciate it. So we will do a giveaway when I hit 2,000 subscribers, and I'll have a giveaway video out there. When I put that out, all you got to do is comment on that, and about a week later, we'll do the giveaway from those comments. All right? All right, let me read some of your comments here. Dragonfly says, if you aren't monetized, you can do lives from your laptop, but not cell phone. Yeah, true. But if you want to do it from your cell phone, you can use StreamYard. You could use like Streamlab, but I really like StreamYard better. I like it better. StreamYard seemed a little more intuitive. Dragonfly says, I will take video of those trees and add them to Instagram. What's your Instagram? Is it Dragonflies Ozark Homestead, or is it a dash in between, or a dot in between, or what? Like my Instagram is hoods.custom.shop instead of a space in there, because you can't do a space on Instagram in your name or whatever. So I did just dots. Some people do like an underscore, some people do a dash. Instagram's weird like that. Okay, let's see. Just on the other side of Kabul in West Plains. Okay. Yeah, you're a ways over there. That's what, 180, 190 miles from me, probably. I think Adam is about 170 over there. He's out in the middle of nowhere. You do not have to be monetized to do live show off your phone. You just have to have 1,000 subscribers. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was just 1,000. You don't have to have the watch hours, but you had to have 1,000. So since you have 1,000, honestly, what's probably easier is just to get used to using YouTube. You go and open your YouTube app, and you'll see that plus sign down there. You click that, and then you'll have an option list right there, what you want to do, like create a post, edit a video or something, I think. I can't remember. And then, or go live. That's one of the other options. So you hit go live, and that brings up like where you start setting up your live. Don't worry, like when you hit that to go live, you're not going live right then. Okay? You're going to go in, you're going to put your title in, your thumbnail. Well, it only gives you the option to put in a thumbnail if you plan the video. You have to click to plan the video for later. And once you click that, it allows you to either upload a thumbnail or take a picture for a thumbnail. And that's honestly, that's the easiest way. Like, if you're at a live at a meetup or something, it's just so much easier to do it that way. You can go live just pretty quick like that. It's real easy. On the medical video, we will alter it and shorten it so it's not the exact same. Okay. Yeah, I mean, but it's still, I don't know if I'd do that. I would just leave it the same, honestly. It's still going to pick up that it's the same. YouTube is going to, it's going to see the video itself, and it's going to know where that came from. If it's like even 30 seconds long, it'll pick up on it. But I mean, it's not a problem. I mean, as long as you both are okay with it, I mean, it's not a problem. But only one channel will get monetized on that content. Pretty sure. Possum Run Homestead said, how can I do a live from my phone? I tried to figure it out, but it said I didn't have Chrome, and I do have it. Yeah, I don't think you need to have Chrome. Pretty sure. But yeah, you've got over 1,000 subs. You should be able to just go in straight into your YouTube app. Um, Make sure you also download YouTube Studio to your phone. But you can go into your YouTube, your plain old regular YouTube app, like you're going to watch a video or something. Just click on that, open it up, and down at the bottom, you'll right in the middle at the bottom, it's a circle with a plus sign in it. Click that, and then go through that way right there. Now you can do that, or you can go to your browser, like where your search bar on your phone, and type in StreamYard, set up an account with StreamYard. I mean, it's a whole lot more stuff to go through StreamYard, but it does have some nice things about it and everything. So I would set up a StreamYard account so you can do that. But if you want to set up like moderators, you need to do your live directly through YouTube. That way you can click on them as they make a comment, and then you can turn them into a moderator or whatever. It gives you option there if you go through YouTube. If you go through StreamYard, you can't. I had no idea I had so much information. So much I've had to learn in the last couple years, especially since I started doing lives. Hattie Price, good morning. Good to see you in here. She says, good morning, everyone. Possum Run. Okay, I read that one, didn't I? There you go. Try to get caught up here. Two old people on a couch just dropped a video, guys. If you want to check that out after the live. Yeah, she said thanks, Ed. I haven't even got my 1,000 congratulations email yet. Yeah, sometimes it takes them a few days, like a week. I think it took for me. Grumpy Grandpa said, sorry, just got done making a show. Yeah, I just got a notification, Grumpy, that you two old people on a couch dropped a video, so I let everyone know. You go check out Two Old People on a Couch because they just dropped a video. Let's see. Dragonflies Ozark Homestead said, yeah, I'm not paying a high fee for an editor. Yeah, I mean, Power Director, it was like, I think it's like $49.99 a month to have that on your phone. And I paid that for a while until I found out that Filmora 9, which is, they're upgraded to Filmora 10 now, so just search for Filmora 10, get that downloaded for your processor and all that stuff, for your laptop. Get that downloaded, sign up and all that. I think it's like $80 something for a lifetime deal, and never have to pay a fee again. That's why I got it, and that's really why I push it, because it's a really good editor. If you're going to learn an editor, learn that one. And it's, in my opinion, I would have to say it's second best. Adobe Premiere is going to be like probably the all-time best above that before you start getting into like some kind of pro stuff, which, I mean, Adobe Premiere is pro quality. I mean, you can do amazing things with it. But I believe with Adobe Premiere, you're going to be paying a monthly fee. So definitely the other one. We use Shotcut on PC. It is free. Yeah, I didn't like the layout of Shotcut. It's not as intuitive, but I'm sure you can do pretty good with it. I mean, you guys do pretty good. You use that other stuff, like you guys are able to pop up stuff in your shows and everything. I haven't figured that out yet, which, I mean, I can do that. I haven't figured out how to hit a key like Two Old People on the Couch does. They can hit a key and it'll bring up their slideshow on there. I haven't figured out how to do it. You might have to show me that, Grumpy, one of these days. Get together and show me how you do that or what system you use. I don't know if I'll ever really get into doing that. I wanted to do that on Saturday's live so I could like have the stuff that I looked up and post that up there instead of holding up the paper. I had no clue how to do it, so I was really ill prepared for that live, and obviously so was the guy that was on there. Sorry if you're watching, man, but yeah, I had to take that video down. That was some crap. I watched it again. I sat through 3 hours of that again, and I was just like, I'm taking it down. I took it down for a while, and then I was like, no, I kind of owe it to everyone else to leave it up there. I told them that I was going to give them a voice. I wasn't going to shut them out. And that was what I struggled with the whole live. I was just like, man, I want to like just boot this guy because I seen where it was going. I was like, oh, well, let him talk. And I did. But then I talked to a couple other people, and they're like, yeah, you should take it down. Because I put it back up again, and I was like, all right, it's done. It's down. And I was surprised it got like 139 views. It wasn't bad. I mean, and I didn't get a bunch of hate on it. That was the crazy thing. I was like, I'm going to get so much hate on this video, and I didn't. Because I thought, you know, I was sitting there thinking, man, there's going to be a lot of people like, you suck being a moderator, man. Because I really did, honestly. Holy crap.
They'll learn somehow.
Roberta's Artistic Adventure says, gotta go demoing our upstairs bathroom. Hey, have fun doing that. Put your safety glasses on. Give her head. Crazy Ed said, I paid for a lifetime of Fillmore 9, and I hate it. I don't know what's wrong with you, Crazy Ed, but that's pretty good software. I don't know, there's a lot you can do with it, Ed. A lot you can do with it. I'm still learning stuff every day on it. It is probably the closest thing I'd say. Like if you learn Filmora 9, and then once you're ready to go up to like Adobe Premiere, it's not like a huge, you know, change. You know, there's, you know, like shortcut keys and stuff probably gonna be a lot different. But yeah, give it a chance there, and. But hey, once you pay for it, you got it, right? You got it forever. All Handmade said, sorry, Dave. Sorry, gotta run, David. Gotta get me and my fur baby breakfast, lunch. Catch you next time. Yeah, I've been on here for a good bit. Shotcut is easy, and 1,000 videos on YouTube on how to use it. Yeah, that was the other one I looked at, and I almost got it. But I said, well, you get what you pay for, right? That's kind of how I looked at it. I didn't really give it a chance. Didn't really try it out. Patty Price said, bye all Handmade, have a great day. Dragonflies, have a good day. Reverse. Everyone say bye to them. Let's see. Dragonfly says, I have a list of editor programs to check out. Yeah. Dragonfly says, Camtasia, InShot, Filmora, DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, I tried DaVinci Resolve and I didn't like that one. It was very, very glitchy on my computer. Now, I've got an HP, back when I bought it, it's a laptop. It's like a gamer laptop. Like, it was the second best gamer laptop they had at Walmart. And I think it was like $750 when I got that. And it has a pretty good video graphics card in it, but you have to optimize the settings. Like you go to NVIDIA and you download the settings for that graphic card to optimize it for creating videos. Instead of it comes from Walmart optimized for gaming, which is not good for doing video, okay? So you have to change the optimization settings for that card, and then next thing you know, you've got a $750 computer that is working like, you know, a $1,500 computer. Works pretty good for video editing at that point. But yeah, it took me a good bit to figure out that's what I needed to do. I had to do a lot of research to get into that, so hope that helps you out. If you got a gaming computer, you might look into NVIDIA and see if there's an optimization for your graphics card to optimize it for video. Let's see, where was I? Dragonfly said off the wall prepper said coffee turned it to lunch. I know, I'm getting hungry. I haven't even had breakfast yet. Dragonfly said, I have the newest cell phone with 3 cameras, but trying to figure it out. I want a GoPro. Yeah, GoPro is pretty simple, and like with my Samsung S10, most all the time I use the ultra wide on it on video. It helps me make sure I'm in frame, and you can always kind of go in and you can crop your image in if you want to zoom in on something like the video I've got coming out in the next couple of days. I was trying to show you guys a little bit of what I have to do on the laptop with the CNC. So guys, be looking forward to that video coming out here pretty soon. Possum Run said I have an iPhone 8, but it still works. So yeah. Now with iPhone 8, are you able to remove the SD card? Because that is the reason that's the main reason I got away from iPhone. I used to have iPhone, having to have the Apple Store ID thing, or Apple ID. I didn't really like that. Like with Samsung, you don't have to have the Samsung ID thing. Yeah, just a few different things about Apple that I didn't really care for. Didn't feel like I had as much freedom as I should have with it. So I got rid of iPhone and I went to Samsung. But the main thing was I could not upgrade the memory in it. I couldn't change out an SD card. So with my Samsung, I could just push a little pin thing, pops out the SD card. I can put another one in there, like when one's full or when I want to edit. I can just switch them out. I have 3 different SD cards that I use. They're like, I think 512 gig or something. So I use those. I'll switch between those. I can also put those in my GoPro if I want to get some shots with a GoPro, and that way I can not have to download. I mean, there's a lot of time if you put your SD card in your laptop and then you transfer it to an external hard drive to save it, and then you're editing from that external hard drive. It's kind of a pain. If you can put the SD card in and edit directly from your SD card, things are a little simpler that way, and then you export back to that SD card. Then you have all that on that SD card and put it back in your phone, and then you have your stuff in there that you can, let's say, screenshot or whatever, and then use Thumbnail Maker to make your thumbnail or something. That's another thing is I use, it's an app called Thumbnail Maker for Android. That's how I make my thumbnails. I think Apple has something very similar. So, yeah. I don't know if Apple has upgraded to make it to where you can switch out SD cards. Off the Wall Prepper, who just hit 1,501 subs, but needs view hours. Yeah, I blew up her channel. Or his channel. I don't. Oh, boy, I screw up, didn't I? I don't know why I said her. I know someone that looks just like Off the Wall Prepper that is a her. Okay? Or did know someone. And they look like they're related. Let's see. Off the Wall Prepper has done lives using StreamYard from the laptop, but I haven't yet. Yeah, that's probably that's an easy way to do it. I do have to get going. You all have a great Labor Day. Thank you so much for the YouTube lesson. I really needed that. Hey, I'll help out wherever I can, right? Oh, look at that. Certified Hustler. Let me see what they said. What? It ain't gonna let me see it?
Might be showing it on yours. I don't know.
Someone hid it or whatever, and I just deleted them from the channel. I can't see what they said. Well, you just deleted them from the channel.
I was gonna say, I didn't leave nobody.
I hid them. They're now hidden from the channel. Dang troll. But whoever got that, thank you. Let's see what I missed here. Patty Price said I started with you, then had to take granddaughter home, and never got to watch to end. Did it get dramatized? Dramatized? You can say that. I mean, right from the get-go, that live was just, excuse me. I don't want to be sniffling here on camera, but it is what it is, right? So, I mean, when someone says, they got a background in this or that, and they start talking about stuff, and the whole time you're just like, when you know they're full of crap, you just know they're full of crap. And I was hoping everyone was enjoying it. And I started losing views, and at that point I should have just went, click, you're out of here. But then, Ed, I loved it. Ed, thank you. It was great. I was about to jump in there and say some stuff, but Ed, he took care of it for me. So I let him after it. I just started eating my popcorn. I thought, I was just having a ball with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But yeah, I took it down. I'm not putting it back up. It was fun though. Oh, Possum Run timed him out for 300 seconds. Yeah. I used my mom's account here to boot him though. I hit him from the channel. Like, nope, I don't know what they said. It won't let me view it. I guess it's been gone too long, but I said no. If one of my mods is going to delete your comment or hide it or whatever, or time you out, I will just I have zero tolerance. I will boot you from my channel immediately. And the guy was obviously, Certified Hustler is obviously just a troll. So thank you, Dragonflies, or whoever that was, or Possum Run, sorry, for that. That's why I got mods in here. Great mods too. Thank you guys. Yeah, because I was so behind on the chat. Dragonflies at Hood's Custom Shop. I think Certified Hustler was saying something bad. Yeah, probably. They don't get another chance though. You only get one chance to screw up on here. Some things I will overlook. Like if you say the SHIT or something like that, it probably won't even let you put that on there. I don't know. I'm not going to boot you from the channel for something like that. But if you're trolling, yeah, you're done. You're out. So, and they commented quite a few times, and someone got them. So, thank you, mods. Dragonflies, okay. Patty Price said, "Dang, spell check." Yup, trying to solicitor. Oh, trying to solicit. Okay. Yeah, probably some porn site or something, I would think. I get a lot of that on my regular videos. I'll go in there 20 minutes after I release the video, and I'll have the stupid .vor or something like that, and I was always like, I ain't even going to click on that, and I just remove it. And then one day I was like, I got to see what this is all about. And I click on it, it's a link, and it goes to some porn site, and I was like, gosh dang it, it's out of here, deleted. So I try to keep on top of that. And mods, you can also do that, I believe, as well. If you see a stupid comment like that in there, like it'll say .voyir or something like that, something stupid like that, yeah, just delete it. Whatever you can do, let me look at it or whatever to decide whether or not I'm going to block them from the channel. Usually, a lot of times, it's just a bot doing that.
Wow.
Dragonfly said that got crazy for sure, Dave. But Off-Wall Prepper met that Tim guy before in person. Cleaned floors before at that place of business. Okay, so he did actually work there. All right. My guess, from what I was like gathering from him, he was a security guard at the place. That's what I think I got from that. And I was like, just because you're a security guard at that place doesn't make you an authority on that subject necessarily. Maybe he does have a background in studying the criminology and a little bit more about law and stuff. Probably by far more than what I know about it. But to say for a fact that that is actually in the Constitution when it really is not, and I told him, I said, no, it can be construed that way because it was construed that way by the Supreme Court, and that's what actually matters, right? So, in a way I had to agree with him, but also in a way, knowing how law works and everything, it could be overturned. It depends on the justices, right? So, I mean, and then the way he would just like immediately cut someone off when they were talking and just, I was just like, nope. Not having him back on again. I'll just say that. We have it set up in the back office that certain words aren't allowed to even be typed. You can set it up. Yeah, I went into that, and I think it was pretty well already set up for me. So I didn't really spend too much time with setting all that up. Dana LaFell, what's up, man? He said, I always report those comments on people's channels. Hey, don't do that. Don't report them, because that does not report it to me. That reports it to YouTube, and then YouTube takes down my video, because when you click on it and you hit report, you're actually reporting that video to YouTube, and they take down monetization. So I mean, what you could do is actually just email me, Dana. That would be better. Or if you can email the channel. If there's BS comments like that, the best thing to do is try to email that content creator and let them take care of it. Otherwise, YouTube will either, number one, take the video down temporarily, or delete it altogether, or demonetize it. And it's easier on the creator if he can just go in there and get rid of that comment. So, yeah, I accidentally did that to someone's video one time. They're like, my video got took down. And I was like, oops. Yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen. But they got it worked out, so no big deal, right? Good to see you in here, though, Daniel LaFell. That's awesome. Got to meet him over at both of the meetups and at the meetup in Carthage. The what was that? The Missouri excuse me, the Missouri Homesteaders YouTube meetup that we had here a little while back in Carthage, Missouri. That was cool. Hey, Dana, have you learned how to fly that drone yet? I've been waiting for you to put some videos. I like for y'all to have a channel, whether you choose to upload regular or not. It'd be great to see you fly that thing. Put some drone shots out there, just like trying it out or whatever. That'd be awesome. Dragonfly is so true. She says, hello, NFL. Off-the-Wall Prepper and I made each other managers of each other's channels so we can catch everything. Yeah, I haven't even dug in that deep into YouTube. I've seen where you can have that option to put managers in there. I tried to do moderators from my laptop without doing it in the live, and I would type in someone's channel. I think it was Like a Bully Homestead, and it was not pulling it up. I'm like, I know his channel's there. Why is YouTube not showing it? It was weird. Roberta's Artistic Adventure says break time. Yeah, it's 12:39. I've got some work to do, guys. I got to try to fix my mom's vehicle. So, yeah, I probably need to grab something to eat since I haven't had breakfast. Need to get out of here and go work on that and see if hopefully I can get it fixed without her having to spend some money. But anyways, we're going to end the live chat, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you got lots of information out of it. I put information out there I didn't even realize I had. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We're going to get out of here. Roberta said, no, I was referring to the demo work. Okay. Yep, lots of work to do there. Us two need to go and clean the house, etc. Patty Price says, see you, Dave. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, we'll have a live for you on Saturday. Just be looking for the notifications. We're going to have, hopefully, I think Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show said he's going to come on. We'll bring in that Alexa softball. Make sure you bring the Alexa softball, Grumpy. And then we're going to bring in Off the Wall Prepper. Love watching their content. But they've got some really awesome content. I wanted to come in and talk a little bit about that. And if you guys aren't subscribed to either one of those channels, make sure you go check them out. Also, Two Old People on a Couch, check out that because they upload a little bit more videos on there. They just dropped a video on Two Old People on the Couch, so go check them out, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you later. Bye. Now I gotta go turn it off. All right, how do I do this?